and we could do a tutorial of how to trim a stem plant and manipulate its shape. Do you want it to grow in a bush? Maybe you want it just to grow straight. Considering what fish should I put in here next? Comment, let me know. What do you think I should put in here as a centerpiece fish? That's a rookie mistake right there. There's one mistake down for the books. Told you it wasn't perfect. Taylor here from Fishbox Studio. This tank right here is about 2-3 weeks old, and the plants are actually starting to adjust. This plant right over here is actually purling. I thought today would be a good day to do a water change for the fish, but to also trim these stem plants back here. And we could do a tutorial of how to trim a stem plant and manipulate its shape. Do you want it to grow in a bush? Maybe you want it just to grow straight. Why is it that when I trim stem plants, I always get all these tiny dangling roots underneath? Like right here, might be hard to see. So I thought we'd start there. Also, we're gonna add in some substrate media to this filter. I think I might have lost one of the bags of the ceramic Blue Ball Biomax rings when I bought it. So I bought some C-Chem Matrix to add to it. Let's get started. I think this dwarf hairgrass down here is also ready for a trim to encourage some more horizontal growth and not vertical. I'm also considering what fish should I put in here next. I was thinking pearl gouramis maybe, or angelfish. Rainbow fish would be kind of cool too. I don't know. Comment, let me know. What do you think I should put in here as a centerpiece fish? So what we're gonna do, we want this side right here to be a bush. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna trim these down low, right about half mass. So if we want a bush, what we need to do is we trim down low, and then out of this stalk right here, 2 more plants or stems will emerge. And then beneath it, extra roots will grow out as well, like what you might see right here. Like how these have roots down here, you'll see a lot of these. Let's move this out of the way. Like these roots right here. You'll see a lot of these come out. And that's simply so it can support the extra stem that it's growing. Now, if we didn't want a bush and I wanted these to grow straight, what I would do is I would actually remove this piece right here, and I would replant the piece that I just cut and put it in its place. But because I want a bush, we're going to cut down low. Let the extra stem come out. It'll have 2 stems now, and once it gets back up to where it was, we'll cut those stems right here at about 1/4 of the mass of the stalk, so that 4 more stems will appear. And then we just keep doing that, cutting it and cutting it and cutting it until we get the bush that we want. And then over time, we can actually cut around it to form a shape. Like say you want this to grow into a ball. Also keep in mind of how you cut it. Think of how you want it to look in the end, Because if you cut up here, well, then your bush is going to be up here. So we need to cut low. As a matter of fact, I think we need to cut a little lower. So right about there. And let's get this one right here. Now let's say you wanted a bigger bush but didn't have enough plants. Well, then just take these and plant them right next to it. I'm not going to do that because I already got a lot of plants in here. As a matter of fact, as they start to grow in, I'm probably going to have to start getting rid of them. Some of them. So you want to cut in between the leaves. You'll see the leaves on the layers, you want to cut in between them. That's how you get two stems to appear. We should probably move this a little bit. I'm going to grab my bigger scissors so we can do this faster. Cut right about there. And now we're only going to do the Rotala and the dwarf hairgrass today because if we do all the plants at once, it actually can cause an imbalance in the tank and introduce more algae, and that's not a good thing. That's not what we don't want algae. So just like that. And now over time we'll let those grow out. And I think we're going to do the same thing on the other side as well. So let me do that. Let's see how this works out. I'm just a beginner. Well, I'm not a beginner, but I would definitely not call myself an expert either. Now let's hack away at this dwarf hairgrass and encourage some more horizontal growth. I want it to grow as a carpet and not vertical. Do you guys have a favorite carpeting plant, like dwarf hairgrass, dwarf sagittaria, maybe chain sword, or micro sword, or dwarf baby tears, Monte Carlo? let me know in the comments. Maybe we'll do a video about that too. Alright, I think that's mostly good. Let's, yeah, I don't think I want to cut any more than that. Just because we don't need to cause an imbalance. So I think that's good. Let me put this all back together. Now I'll just remove the plants. We need to change out some of the filter media, so let's do that now. Let's just get the media filter out. Seems a bit chonkers. Yeah, there's some gunk in there. Whoops. Probably should have done this before I started refilling it. So yeah, you hear that, folks? Change the stuff in your filter before you do the water change, not after. That's a rookie mistake right there. There's one mistake down for the books. Told you I wasn't perfect. So now I gotta do another water change again, because after I did that and turned the filter back on, it just threw in a bunch of gunk everywhere. So I'm not gonna do a whole 50% water change, just maybe 30, maybe 40, just enough to get some of this stuff back in here. Alright guys, it's just a normal day taking care of your planted aquarium or aquascape. Hopefully within a few days or a week, we'll see these plants over here and these back here start to grow, double stem, basically from the top, to start turning into a bush form. And we'll trim it again to get more stems, and eventually it'll be like a bush. We also trimmed over here in the dwarf hair grass to encourage more horizontal growth so it will spread. So hoping that'll happen here soon. Might take a while longer though. I'm still trying to think of a good centerpiece fish to put in here. Maybe a pair of pearl gouramis or a pair of angelfish. I don't know yet. Rainbow fish maybe. They look cool, but they're a little too active, and I want to keep this tank rather peaceful. Maybe I don't need a centerpiece fish. Maybe these cardinals and neons are enough. Let me know in the comments. I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. I'm Taylor from Fishbox Studios. Have a good night.